Hi, it's Jon Binnie, and I'm delighted to welcome you to today's guided meditation. And just like we would do in a one-to-one session, in this recorded session, especially for you, we will be helping you connect with your spirit guide. And through this journey, you will experience this beautiful, relaxing, guided meditation, which you can listen to while you're awake and meditating with me, or as you fall asleep at night. And I ask you now, as we begin, by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out through the mouth what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And join me as we focus our attention at the very center of our hearts, where our golden divine sparks exist, where our souls enter our human forms. And from the center of this golden light in our hearts, we extend a cord of light up through the top of our head, reaching up through the roof of our home, or wherever we are, right up into the sky, reaching up higher and higher through the atmosphere and entering space, and reaching up through the stars and all the way up through the higher frequencies and dimensions until we reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe, and there connecting our light cord into source, feeling that oneness, that unity, that feeling of love. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars, through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now this time from the center of your heart, extend your light cord down through the root of your spine, going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper, until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into the 5th and 6th dimensional crystalline hearts of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia. And we send Mother Gaia so much love this time. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart, and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, and your own golden light at the center of your heart, expand it out from the center of your heart about 2 meters out to each side, in front and behind, above and below, and set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, with your highest good and your love and your compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. And that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Into our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And we ask at this time for their guidance and clearing and healing and protection to assist us with the messages and the experiences and healings and integration of these that we'll experience in our session today. And as each of us are now in our safe individual spaces, I will create a safe space around all of us as I extend a golden bubble of source light around all those who choose to engage within this guided healing meditation for which it is created for. I set the intention for the boundary and the safe space of our session. For all of us, that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good and our love and our compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave us immediately. I invite in all of our guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And we ask for their assistance today in any healing and clearing required, and most importantly, connecting with our spirit guides as we commence in traveling to a space where we will perform a clearing and healing of ourselves. And it is also a place very nearby that we will meet our guides. And we also ask that in preparation for this, that we allow our whole bodies to relax, and that with every breath and every word that I speak, that you allow your body to relax from your head, your neck and your shoulders, your arms, your hands and upper body, mid and lower body down to your legs and your feet, base of your spine, every aspect of you, allowing yourself to relax into this meditation, this adventure with me. And as you listen to my voice, you will feel safe and loved. You will feel more and more closer to your guides, opening yourself up to only speak with the guides that serve your highest good in this now moment. And although you can trust and love all your guides, we ask in today's session that the guides that will help you the most forwards. And now, in preparation for meeting our spirit guides, we would like to perform a healing and clearing for ourselves. And to do so, we're going to travel to a very magical place. It is a place that already exists. And as we continue to raise our vibrations each day, and you can repeat this meditation as often as you wish, and you can come back to this place as often as we wish, we are going to raise our vibrations up to the 5th dimension, where we will perform our healing and clearing and get one step closer to our guides. Now, I will bring down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of Source all the way down to the center of our session space. And for all of us that choose to engage within this meditation, I invite each of you now to stand and step around this circle I am forming in the ground. This circle is a platform upon which, if you choose to step on it, I will use it to raise our vibrations, and raising our vibrations will allow us to travel from 3rd, 4th, and into the 5th dimension. And this is a journey, I hope, that if you choose, you will explore in the rest of your life also, not just in this now moment. So for those of you that choose to join me in raising our vibrations, we will now step onto the center platform I've created, this golden light circular disc that we stand on. And if you wish, you can hold on to the central column that I have brought down of source light. And as we stand here, you can place your hand on your heart. And with me, join me as we gently breathe into the raising of these vibrations. Allow your heart to breathe gently, and your lungs to breathe gently. As you join me now, as I lift very gradually this platform up, raising us up first to the highest vibration, the highest frequency in the 3rd dimension. our happiness, our joy in this third dimensional life. And as you continue to breathe, allow yourself now to rise up to the fourth dimension, stepping out of the physical only aspect, third dimension, now stepping into a dimension of colors and frequencies and emotions. And as we continue to rise up, feeling that lifting sensation, that happiness and joy in your heart, for it is joy that lifts us up through every dimension. Allow yourself to lift up now into the fifth dimension, where you begin to see the consciousness and our energy shapes reality, the light, the colors, the sounds, feelings and sensations, and the physical matter upon which we thought was the only existence in our reality. We now expand out to all of our senses in the fifth dimension. And as we arrive into the lower aspects of the fifth dimension, feel that joy and that unity and that love. This is a magical dimension. And I'd like you to look at your feet, for at your feet you're still standing on this golden disc that I created as an elevator to lift us up to the fifth dimension. And become aware that the column I created at the start to lift this elevator up is grounded down into the core of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia, and yes, connected into her fifth dimension. Know that Gaia is already stretched across third, fourth, and fifth dimensions, and it is possible within our experience, our perception, our consciousness to experience these bubbles just as we are now around each of us individually and collectively in this group in our meditation. We are experiencing together a bubble of the fifth dimension coexisting in and alongside the third dimension where our body exists at this time. And allow yourself to feel this beauty of this magical fifth dimension you've entered. As you begin to look around yourself and see that together with myself, you are in this beautiful Highland of Scotland. We are near the centre of the country of Scotland. This is the fifth dimensional Earth. We have travelled up to a location that many of us resonate with. If you do not wish to join us in Scotland, you can visualize another location. Know that the fifth dimensional Earth is all equal around this planet. And in this beautiful green land that we have arrived, we are in the middle of a glen, or as many call it, a meadow. There are beautiful mountains, these highlands that flow up either side of us, quite high up into the sky. And they form a beautiful protective boundary around us. And the grass beneath our feet is quite long, and it feels as though as we gently walk barefoot slowly forwards, that this grass is talking to us. It's feeling our energy, and us, we are feeling its energy too. And as we look across in front of us, out almost as far as a mile ahead in this beautiful glen, this meadow, the grass rolls gently across the landscape. And around the sides there are flowers, plants, there's heather, there's insects and birds and animals. And up in the sky is a beautiful bright blue sky with just a few light clouds gently floating by. And we hear and feel all of the insects, and animals, and the birds, and ourselves singing to each other. There is a beautiful chorus that exists between all living things in this fifth dimensional safe space. And as you gently walk forwards, you begin to see that ahead of us, just a few meters ahead of us, is a big, beautiful oak tree. And this oak tree has been here for many, many years. In fact, it has been here since we were in the third dimension. And now this oak tree stands tall, as it has also risen up into the fifth dimension, as all living things here have, just like the earth we walk upon. And this oak tree, if you'd like to say hello to it and greet it, know that we will be working closely with it shortly. And as we walk gently closer to this fifth dimensional oak tree, we notice to the left there is a quite large pool of water. It is like a pond or small loch or lake here in the meadow. And it is very magical. The water is a beautiful white, and silvery and gold, crystalline liquid. It is a living water. This water is sentient. It is able to feel and to heal us. We just need to ask its permission to be able to enter its safe space, to enter into its waters, and for us to receive the healing and clearing that it will help us with. With us, we have also brought Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, who we invited in at the beginning. Archangel Michael to assist us with clearing and protection, and Archangel Raphael to assist us with healing and also clearing. As we get closer to this beautiful space, to this beautiful living water, we realize that it is like a crystal, except it flows as liquid. And it is as though it is speaking to us as we get closer. Look down at your feet and notice that your feet are barefoot, that you've been walking on this grass, and now you're very close to the very edge of this water. The living crystalline water is not very deep. It only goes up to about our shoulders, or in parts deep enough for us to put our heads underwater briefly. Know that it is safe. Even if you cannot swim, it is not required, for you are safe within these waters, and the waters will always assist you. We ask now of these fifth dimensional crystalline waters of Earth. We ask permission to enter these waters to assist with our clearing and our healing. And we do so in preparation for meeting our spirit guides here near this oak tree. Now, please join me as we turn to this crystalline water and ask permission to enter the space, and allow your heart to open up, your mind to open up, all the energy points in your feet and hands to open up. You are in a safe space, and you will only do the things that feel natural and safe to you. And now we have been given permission by the living crystalline waters as they gently flow in little waves, gently, tiny little ripples just towards our feet, greeting us, and now reversing their direction, encouraging us to come into the water, inviting us into this nice, warm, pleasant, crystalline living water. Join me now as we walk gently in. We're walking in, paddling at first, up to our ankles, gently coming up to our knees. And as we do, beginning to acclimatize to the temperature, the sensation of this living water around our body, around our skin, and all the way up to our waist. You can go as deep as you feel comfortable, and for many of us, we will begin with the water at our waist. Become aware now that this water is interacting with your body. It is talking to your body. And if you give the water permission, it will enter gently through your skin. This living crystalline water will not harm your body in any way, but support it, to coexist with it for this temporary healing exercise. And know that when you leave this water, everything that no longer serves your highest good will be drained away, and there will be no more remnants of this crystalline water unless you have requested some to come with you. Continue now and walk up to a depth in this beautiful water, just becoming aware of the sky above you as well, and the clouds. Perhaps this is what you're looking up to gently as you enter the space. And looking around you, as you may hear the birds and the insects, the gentle breeze across the skin and your face, being aware of the practice you are doing, there's a general and gentle excitement, loving and encouragement, gently encouraging us to let go of our fears and allow us to experience this clearing and healing to its fullest. And now we ask, by placing our hands on our hearts, we ask this living crystalline water to please remove anything that no longer serves our highest good. Allow this now to release out of your hands into the water, out of your feet into the water, out to the base of your spine into the water, releasing any negative energies or entities, attachments. All of this is now being pulled out of you. Anything that doesn't serve your highest good, released into this water. And as the water initially becomes cloudy and darker, it is forming these small oil slick-like streams of dark water that are now flowing back up to the shoreline where we entered, and they are arriving at the feet of Archangel Michael, who is scooping them up now in a large golden ball, this bubble of protective light that he will return it to source or never return here again. And he will continue this for as long as is required, and your body continues to release and eject anything that no longer serves your highest good. And please continue this for a moment if you choose to, if you feel safe, knowing that this is just for a moment. Place your head and your whole body now under the surface of this crystalline water. And just allow yourself again to release anything that no longer serves your highest good. And for this to be drawn away from your body as a small oil slick of water heading towards the shoreline, collected by Archangel Michael, and returned to source, or never returned here again. You can lift your head up, look up at the sky, and celebrate this moment of clearing. And now, and each of you may have your own refined intentions you wish to state, I suggest that you also invite in this crystalline water to assist with healing. Healing any aspects of you that require healing at this time. Serve your highest good. Integrating anything that is going on in your body right now, including DNA upgrades, activations of your chakras and superpowers, your psychic abilities, the releasing and letting go of fear, and stepping into your strongest gifts at this time. Each of us unique, each of us at our own pace, each of us when we're ready to receive our gifts again in this lifetime. And allow yourself now, allow this crystalline water, if you choose to enter this body of yours, your fifth, fourth, third dimension of you, every aspect of you, entering your very DNA if you choose to accept it, and allowing yourself now to be healed by this beautiful water. And I will make the Om sounds to assist the crystalline water in connecting with our human forms. Allow this healing now. And as you continue to allow this healing, we ask that Archangel Raphael, who joined us by the shore, please check on each of us individually for a moment and assist us with any of his healing abilities that we require assistance with at this time. Allow this for a moment. Allow Archangel Raphael to assist you. This Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael have given me the okay for us to proceed now. You can gently leave these living crystalline waters, and as you do, please thank them. Thank them for their generosity, their dedication to this purpose, their abilities, and everything they have done to clear and to heal and to activate you at this time. And allow yourself gently to rise up to the shore where you started. You may notice that if you are wearing clothes that they are not wet, you are dry, you are warm. If you've taken your clothes off, you are free to leave them off, or you can also put them back on, whatever feels comfortable for you. No one else will see you in this session other than you and your guides, and they're used to seeing you all the time. As we turn and thank the crystalline waters, they shimmer like rainbows, like rainbow trouts that swim across the surface. There's a shimmering light that allows the crystalline waters to speak and to thank us for our engagement and participation. Please know that this part of the meditation can be repeated as frequently as you wish. It is important for your continued healing, clearing, and integration. And if you are to choose to connect with your spirit guides, raising your vibration, clearing a safe space, your healing, your clearing will assist you dramatically in connecting with your guides. And now we focus our attention as we walk just a few meters away from the shore of the crystalline water. We focus our attention on this great, big, beautiful oak tree. It is, in fact, a tree of life. And there are many trees of life. And they are here to assist us, just like this oak tree, in connecting with the different aspects of ourselves and our spirit guides. And we would like now to walk a few paces back, perhaps about 2 or 3 meters back from the trunk of the oak tree, and just look up at its beautiful trunk, see its strong branches reaching out ahead of you, and it has its beautiful leaves that seem so deep and green and vibrant. And there are birds interacting with the tree. You might even spot the odd squirrel. They're all talking to each other, and they will give us space, knowing that in this fifth dimension, all of us beings continually communicate with each other, and we're very respectful of each other and our private spaces. And every living thing, including the oak tree, knows that this is a very important time for you. And so any noise, any background noise, will be gently there to remind you of the context of where you are and the celebration of what it is you're doing. And so now we're going to ask one of your spirit guides to appear from behind the tree. And they're going to walk or crawl or float or whatever it is that your spirit guide does to move. We're going to invite the spirit guide to come forwards and be with us. Now, this practice will be supported by the oak tree. And I ask the oak tree for each of us to, behind its trunk, which is not visible to us at this time, on the space on the other side of the oak tree, to create a golden bubble of protective light within our session where we invited in our guides. And within that space, as we call a guide forwards, we'd like one guide to come through at a time. And as we do, we would like to see to feel, to hear, to experience and perceive through whichever means resonate with the most for each of us individually to be able to experience our guides. Know that these connections with our guides may also affect the reality around us that we have created in this meditation. They may also choose to show you where you have shared lifetimes before, or in places that they enjoy meeting you. Just allow this to happen and to know that it's for your highest good, and that wherever you feel like you travel, you will remain in this safe space, in this safe space session bubble that I created at the start. And with this now, we ask one of our spirit guides to step forwards to us from around the back of the oak tree. We begin by asking the guide that finds it easiest to connect with us and that we find it the easiest to connect with them. Allowing your minds and your hearts to open. Allow now your spirit guide to gently appear as they walk or move forwards from behind the oak tree out of their protective bubble and into the safe space at about 2 meters apart from you. And as you see your guide, or feel your guide, or just know through my voice that you have heard that your guide is there, allow this moment now and celebrate this very effort that you have made to get to this point. Perhaps you'd like to join me and say out loud to your spirit guide, "Thank you, spirit guide. Thank you, spirit guide, for stepping forward." And allow your heart to open. Allow your heart to feel open as it's breathing in this beautiful fifth dimensional space. To surrender and let go of all your fears, your anxieties, and all those tough times and the negative self-talk you've given yourself when you felt frustrated or even jealous sometimes of others who appear to be able to connect with their guides. Knowing that each individual across this universe, each of us connects with our guides differently. And this guided healing meditation is very much about allowing you to explore within a safe space how it is you connect with your spirit guides, which of your senses that you perceive them the most initially, and how to begin to cultivate this beautiful connection with your guide. Allow them now to step forwards to 1 meter in front of you, which is really quite close. Your spirit guide has nothing but love for you and is here to assist you on your life's journey and purpose. Perhaps you'd like to raise your eyes to just above their head and scan down now across their body. Imagine it's like a laser beam scanning through smoke, or it's like a submarine sonar, a dolphin or a bat is scanning through with your different senses, with your eyes, your third eye, with every aspect of you, your heart, just feeling what's there, listening, smelling, knowing. And as you allow your guide to gently become part of this awareness, part of your perception at this time, bring your awareness to the outside of you. What is going on right now in this outside third dimensional world that you joined us in initially? Any noises, any birds or traffic or people, anything that might otherwise be quite distracting to you may also be a sign of the influence of your spirit guide entering your space, entering your reality, stepping into this fifth dimension. Also look within yourself and feel across your body, your skin, from a breeze on the outside to sensations on the inside, a fluttering in your leg, your stomach, in your heart, a tingle, a presence, a knowing, a smell, a sound, a taste, colors behind the backs of your eyelids, shapes appearing, or clear visuals, sounds of your spirit. whatever it is, allow yourself to open up your perception. For it is not just sight that we are used to connecting with other beings with. It's all about collective contribution, the aggregation of all of our senses, our thoughts, feelings, and then the connection with these into our consciousness, forming a collective perception of what it is that's happening outside of us at this time. To assist both you and your spirit guide now, as you've scanned down through them, take a look to see if you're aware of any of their details, and be gentle on yourself if you see nothing, even if you see literally darkness or what you're used to seeing when you close your eyes. Know that you've made it this far into this meditation, and you've come really far in your journey, and that for many of us, this journey takes many attempts, and as we continue to meet with our guides, we strengthen these connections. So now scan down, looking to the face and the body, hands and arms, the legs or feet, or perhaps your guide is more of energy. Maybe they are of water or fire or electricity or stone. Maybe they are a tall being. Maybe they are not humanoid, or maybe they are. They could resemble an animal on Earth that we are more familiar with, or they may be a galactic being from anywhere in this universe. There are no limitations in this fifth dimension, astral realm that we connect with our guides to. Allow yourself now, as I assist you both in asking some questions of your guide. And we're going to do so before and after with some practice of opening aspects of ourselves, including our energy points, our chakras. So first we will try, and we will ask our spirit guide a question. As you ask a question, do so with hope and joy and excitement, which is one of your highest vibration emotions. This makes it easier for your guide to connect. Perhaps you'd like to open your heart a little bit just now and send a little beam of golden light of love from the center of your heart over to the heart of your guide in front of you, wherever their heart or hearts are placed. We send our guide so much love and tell them, I love you, guide. I love you, spirit guide. Thank you for joining me at this time. And join me now as we ask some questions. Spirit guide, what being are you? Allow yourself to receive the answer through your ears, through your body, all of your senses accumulated into your perception. Surrender and open yourself up, letting go of constraints and fear and expectation. Allow them to repeat if necessary. And now ask your spirit guide, where are you from in this universe? Allow your spirit guide to show you visually where the feeling, the sensation, it might be Earth that they're from, past, present, parallel, or future. It may also be a different planet, star, space, or even spaceship from around this universe. Across space and time, there are no limitations. And now, ask your spirit guide, what is your name? As you allow your spirit guide to tell their name, allow yourself to play with how their name sounds. Perhaps speak it out loud or think it through repeatedly. Ask your guide to repeat their name again for clarification. And many of our guides have very interesting and unusual sounding names. Know that this name is a connection. It is a beautiful blueprint, a soul fingerprint that connects you to each other from your hearts and your crowns in particular. Knowing that this is a name, even if you've just received a letter or a word or a full name, or however it sounds, and even if you've received nothing, just allowing yourself to cherish this moment that you are trying your very best, and that as you continue to practice, you'll only get better at this. And to also hold space for yourself that achieving the connection with your guide to receive their name requires depth and practice. And it is a celebration if you have been able to achieve this receiving of their name. If it helps you better understand their name, perhaps you'd like to ask your spirit guide now, please describe what your name means, or what is the story of your name, spirit guide? And if at any time my voice is interrupting you in your progress with your guide, feel free to pause me. And now, as you scan across your guide and see what they're wearing, how they're standing, sitting, lying, floating, however they're moving, becoming aware of their whole being, we have one more question for our guides, and know that you can ask any question to them. And so in this respect, in this next question, I'd like you to choose what that question is. You may, for example, choose to ask, why is this spirit guide working with you at this time? Or have they been here for your whole life? Or are they new? Or you may ask, where do you know each other from? What past lives have you shared? Past, present, parallel, or future? Ask your guide your chosen question now. Fabulous. Well done. And now I'm going to assist you both in the binding of the connection between you two, between you and your spirit guide. Your spirit guide is always here. They're always with you. They exist primarily in higher vibration dimensions. This allows them to connect with their superpowers and their abilities, to hold space for great wisdom and healing abilities of communicating and guiding us beyond the realms and limitations of the third dimension. And yet they are not real in the third dimension. Only through this connection with us do we bring them and their messages into this third dimension with us. And to know that the more you practice this, the more you speak out loud or write down or record yourself on a video or audio, the more you experience these sensations, the more you share them with the reality around you in the third dimension, the more real this becomes for you. Until one day you will realize that you are freely talking with your spirit guides whenever you wish, just like you're speaking to a fellow human or pet right next to you. Allow yourself now to step a little bit closer, as close as it feels comfortable to your spirit guide. And even if you're still not sure where they are or what they look like, and they've been a bit quiet during the questions you've been asking, know that this next practice will also help assist this and boost the connection between you two. And to do so, I bring down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of Source to just above you and your spirit guide. I fork this light out, the single column of golden light, into two. One to the top of your crown chakra, just above your head, and one to just above the head of your spirit guide. And I set the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to assist with connecting each aspect of you to your spirit guide. Bringing down now into the all-important crown chakra, and I'm threading from you a golden light cord, thin, flexible, and strong, completely under the control of you and your control alone, setting the intention that you can create this and connect it and disconnect it whenever you wish, and that it'll only exist for as long as it serves your highest good. Connecting this light now from the center of your crown chakra over to the center of the crown chakra of your spirit guide. Setting the intention to assist you with communication with each other, your connections and your love together to be shared. Weaving back from the crown chakra of your guide into your own crown chakra once more. And as that weaving of light is created, allow the thoughts of your spirit guide to become yours and vice versa, knowing that you'll never lose yourself, you'll never lose your sovereignty. You'll always be a unique, beautiful, divine, sovereign soul and consciousness, and know that this connection you will create each time you ask for your spirit guides out loud, or in your mind or in your heart when you ask them for help. You will create this connection with your spirit guide. Also, this single spirit guide that you have stepped forwards to connect with, it is a beautiful spirit guide and is the proxy, it is the spokesperson of all of your guides. Whenever you ask a question, your guide will also perform a similar task to what you have just done. It will use its own crown chakra to talk with all of your other guides and form a consensus very quickly in real time or near real time to answer your questions, provide you guidance. And know that this loving connection will always exist whenever you ask for it. Your guides are always there, and they're always ready to answer your call. All you need to do is clear your heart, clear your mind, raise your vibration, and step up and ask them out loud for assistance. And now, as I bring this column of golden light down through each of your chakras, I'm clearing and healing your crown chakra, clearing and healing your third eye, allowing it to open up to see your guide if you choose to, and clearing and healing your throat chakra to allow you to express, to both ask the powerful questions that you really seek from the center of your heart, and also to be able to receive them. As I return any energy that does not serve your highest good, I return it to source, or never return here again. And I continue on down now into your heart. And I also weave a thread of light from the center of your heart, from yours over to the heart of your spirit guide, connecting you together with a light cord that is strong and yet is solely under the control of you, which you can connect and disconnect at any time, allowing this light to feel strong and that it supports the sharing of feelings and emotions and the emotional intelligence and the intuition that your heart feels. Really, it is our hearts that offer such powerful, great abilities for guidance and insight and divinely inspired action. And now continuing down, clearing and healing anything from your heart, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good into your solar plexus, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good, clearing and healing, coming down into your sacral chakra, clearing and healing, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good, returning it to source, or never return here again. And then checking all the way down through your upper chakras, all the way down to your root chakra now. Becoming aware, perhaps, of each other's root chakras, your spirit guide's root chakra and yours, and seeing perhaps the differences between our root chakras that often on earth, many of us struggle to fully release everything into earth. And so I clear out any heavy, dark energy that no longer serves your highest good, and I release it to source or never return here again. And as I ground you into earth, I also connect your root chakra over to the root chakra of your spirit guide and back to you, noticing perhaps that your root chakra is much more used to being at the third dimension, and your spirit guide may often be around the fifth dimension or higher, knowing that you are connected and that this light cord that I've connected between you two is completely within your control, and that you can connect it and disconnect it whenever you wish. And this is to assist in the grounding of messages, integration, upgrades, anything that is coming through to you from your spirit guide, allowing you to bring it into your reality more easily. And I'd like to take a moment now to celebrate you as you're stood opposite your spirit guide. This is a huge leap forwards for you. And yes, even if you've experienced absolutely no awareness of your spirit guide, know that you have taken the time and energy to create this safe space, to join me in this meditation. Even if you're sleeping, your consciousness is here right now with us, attempting to connect with your spirit guide. And know that my voice, Jon, although I was able to connect with my guides relatively quickly, in just a few weeks, it took me at least 900 days of asking my spirit guides of messages for my highest good before my conscious mind fully accepted that I had achieved an ability, developed this ability again in this lifetime to connect with my spirit guides. And whilst each of us, many of us, in fact most, will be quicker in this realization than 900 days, know that it can take great patience and tenacity, and that it will be rewarded by connections with your guides well beyond your highest and wildest dreams. And also be aware that the higher the vibration of your guide, and the bigger the difference in vibration between you and your guide, can take even longer to connect between you two. Yet when you do connect, you work out how to send and receive messages between each other. You're able to do so in a beautiful, magical, expansive way, well beyond what was possible if you're both in much closer energetic and vibration proximity. Your spirit guide is always with you, and they're not leaving you unless you ask them to. The rest of your spirit guides are also behind this oak tree. If you wish, you can pause this meditation now and ask for another spirit guide to step forwards, or even to swap with the current spirit guide that you've met. You may experience an active team of spirit guides of around 8 active spirit guides, and many beings that your soul has had agreements with, contracts with, and that you may have many guides that are in the background waiting to become active upon your request or upon their ability to service the agreement of which you formed when you started this incarnation. Knowing that your guides are all there, right there behind that oak tree, and that as you invite each of them to come out, you will begin and continue on a journey for the rest of your life, should you choose to cultivate it, cultivating these beautiful integrations and connections with your spirit guide. Please send your spirit guide so much love at this time and thank them. I would like you to know that they love you very much and they're very proud of you, all of you, And yes, that means you. And feel that love in your heart. Feel that joy. Feel this unconditional love that you've achieved with your guide. This is important. This connection that you have created in this time is very important in your lifetime. And that a daily continued practice will only strengthen this. Even on those days that you feel frustrated, celebrate these communications. The more you thank them, the more you say, yes, I heard you, and speak out loud the message that was shared. The more you do this, or the more you celebrate what you see and describe what you see out loud, it brings this into your reality, into your consciousness, and allows your spirit guide to be more fully connected with you and present. And just like you are a radio transmitter and receiver, each of you, you're attuning to each other's frequencies, and you're learning what it sounds like through all the noise and chatter of the universe that exists between you. Now, when you're ready, we're going to leave this space knowing you can come back at any time. And most importantly, that the work you did for clearing and healing yourself, and also the connection to at least one of your spirit guides, is now strengthened. And in this respect, your spirit guide, if you choose to invite them, is coming right with you, and in as many different ways as they can possibly extend their existence and consciousness and awareness to the third dimension, they are remaining connected to you and coming with you as we now walk back gently, waving goodbye if our spirit guide chooses to stay, but seeing the connections between us continue to persist for as long as we choose. Heading back away from the oak tree, thanking the oak tree, thanking the crystalline waters we cleared and healed ourselves in earlier, thanking the beautiful meadow, this glen of Scotland, as we turn back now to the elevator, this golden silvery disc on the ground, and its pillar, its pole that connects up into the source of love above. We head back now to this disc on the ground, and we step on it as we gently descend back down to the third dimension, down through fifth, fourth, and third, back down into the vibration where we started, except we may now be allowing ourselves in our bodies as we fully return consciously to our body, even if we're asleep. We allow ourselves to continue to feel these high vibration fifth dimension frequencies, these upgrades and integrations, these connections with our guides. We allow these to exist and persist in the third dimension for as long as they serve our highest good, and for as long as we choose them to. And as you perhaps join me in looking up at this elevator as I release it back to source, to never return here again. And we look at ourselves and familiarize ourselves with our bodies, returning fully into this moment, fully back to our breath. You may choose to move a little bit, even if you're in bed at this time sleeping. Just move your body a little bit to remind yourself physically of where you are. You're right back at this very start, where you started this hour-long meditation. I would like to celebrate you. You're such a brave soul. You've come so far on your journey. You've done something that many of us strive to achieve in our lives. And many of us have self-doubt. Self-doubt being the biggest blocker often, and our fear the biggest blocker to achieving strong, long-lasting connections with our guide. Knowing that every time you repeat this practice or practices like it, you'll develop stronger and stronger connections with your guide, until one day their faint, quiet whispers become stronger. They become like voices in your heart that allow you to communicate with these higher, beautiful beings whenever you wish. I'd also like to remind you that you are equal to your spirit guides. You are not subservient to them, and they you. Know that you work in divine partnership, helping you on your soul purpose, on your mission in this life. Often we are here in our lifetimes to grow our souls, to experience Everything from the highest joy to some of our deepest traumas, all of these events happening for us, our soul fully aware that there was a likely chance these experiences would happen, knowing that with each experience we grow, and some of the hardest, most intense experience in our lives have allowed us to gain the greatest growth, just like your biggest, boldest step today, connecting with your spirit gut. I invite you to come back to your body, back to your breath. As I bring this session to an end, I'd like you to remain connected to your spirit guide for as long as you choose to. That could be releasing them now, or remain connecting for the rest of this life you choose. And I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, every soul that's participated in today's session, as I ask all of us now to step outside of this protective bubble for the session, and we can remain in our individual protective bubbles as I return the session to Source, or never return here again. And now that that is done, I'd like you to remember that this is a powerful session. It is just like doing a one-to-one session with me. The only differences being that it is not as easy for me to talk to you and listen to your responses. But know that I feel you. I know many of you have enjoyed this guided healing meditation and will continue to do so in the future. Please do get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water. And if you're sleeping, please remember when you wake to drink plenty of water to help with your integration process. You may choose to write down any notes or speak out loud any of the experiences, or share them with friends or family or your different soul tribe members, whoever they are that you choose to share these experiences with. Know that these experiences, the more you share, the more you speak them into existence, the more real they become for you. I'd like to thank you so much for this opportunity in guiding you through this practice. It is my joy and pleasure to assist you in my mission to help balance darkness and light across this planet and universe, and to assist you in your awakening journey. I encourage you to keep up your daily practices, to keep stepping through your fears when you see them, seeing them, feeling them, healing them, being brave, and doing it anyway as you break through these third dimension fear programs and paradigms that have constrained you, and you step back into your full superpowers, your full sovereign, beautiful being. You are incredible, and I am so honored to assist you at this time. Thank you so much. If you'd like to experience more of these meditations, please do visit the meditations and training section of my website. I look forward to meeting you again in one of my meditations, in one of my one-to-one sessions, or in person. Thank you so much. I'm sending my love from Scotland. I love you.